The ferry pulls away slowly, water shining under the afternoon sun. The river widens near the crossing, carrying reflections downstream. Small boats drift beside the shoreline like scenes from an easy dream. Passengers lean on painted railings, watching distant rooftops pass. The breeze moves gently through the cabin, the sunlight dances on the glass. An old vendor sells cold fruit nearby. Children wave from the lower deck. Nobody seems concerned with time, and the journey itself is enough. Sometimes the best part of travel is everything between the stops. River crossing rhythm today, soft groove floating over moving water. Warm bass rolling with the current as the ferry finds its way. River crossing rhythm today, every ripple keeps the tempo steady, holding on to simple moments in the middle of the day. Ride along now, ride along now. Let the river set the pace. Wooden docks and riverside markets appear and disappear again. Cloud shadows drift across the water like sketches made by the wind. The opposite shore grows closer, but nobody seems in a rush. The afternoon feels wide and open, like a favorite song returning. Steel rails, slow wakes, river traffic. Everything feels cinematic. No destination worth hurrying for when the scenery keeps unfolding. Floating halfway between places, watching sunlight paint reflections. Some days asked for nothing more than movement and observation. The shoreline changes every minute, but the feeling stays the same. River crossing rhythm today, soft grooves floating over moving water. Warm bass rolling with the current as the ferry finds its way. River crossing rhythm today, every ripple keeps the tempo steady, holding on to simple moments in the middle of the day. The river keeps moving beyond the bend. Two wheels on the right. The bridge stretches toward the distance, farther than it first appeared. The water shining underneath, following us for miles from here. Bicycle tires keep a rhythm, steady as a favorite beat. The railings cast repeating shadows across the pathway beneath. Seabirds drive beside the structure, riding currents through the air. The city slowly fades behind us, leaving open space everywhere. Some roads feel less like travel and more like freedom in motion. Long bridge cruise today, soft grooves drifting through the coastal bed. shoreline slips away. Long bridge cruise today. Every mile becomes a melody, holding on to open sky and the breeze along the way. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. There's still plenty left to see. Halfway through, we stop a moment, looking back across the bay. Tiny boats draw white lines through the water. Far below the bridge today. The afternoon remains inviting, not too warm and not too cool. Perfect weather for a journey, without a schedule to follow. Pedal strokes and passing sea skin, moving through a changing canvas. Every section tells a story, every curve reveals another. No traffic jams, no crowded station, just momentum in perspective. Summer life's best conversations happen riding through the distance. The horizon keeps expanding with every turn of the wheel. Long bridge cruise today. Soft grooves drifting through the coastal air. Warm beats rolling with the wheels up as the shoreline slips away. Long bridge cruise today. Every mile becomes a melody, holding on to open sky and the breeze along the way. The bridge just appears behind us. One more stop before the next town. Yeah. A roadside cafe painted yellow stands beside a winding road. Travelers gather under awnings, taking breaks from where they've gone. The menu hangs upon a chalkboard, cold drinks waiting in the shade. Fans spin slowly near the ceiling, keeping summer heat away. Motorcycles line the gravel, backpacks resting on the chairs. Conversations mixed with music floating through the afternoon air. Sometimes the smallest places become the most memorable. Roadside lemon tea today, soft grooves drifting through the open doorway. Warm bass rolling through the sunlight as the travelers come and go. Roadside lemon tea today, every table holds another story, holding on to passing moments before the road begins again. Take a break now, take a break now. The journey isn't going anywhere. Yeah, maps unfold across the tabletops, people planning where to drive. Some are heading toward the mountains, some are chasing coastal skies. Fresh fruit waiting by the counter, ice cubes dancing in tall glasses. The afternoon slows down a little before everyone keeps moving. Roadsides, rest stops, changing scenery, different routes and destinations. Yet somehow every traveler shares the same appreciation. Good drinks and friendly faces can improve a whole adventure. Every trip needs moments like these, hidden somewhere in the middle. The road will still be waiting after one more cup of tea. Roadside lemon tea today, sunlight as the travelers come and go. Roadside lemon tea today. Every table holds another story, holding on to passing moments before the road begins again. Back on the road with a smile. One more stop before the next town. No cars, just bicycles and sea breeze. Palm trees line the island roads leading toward another beach. The ocean appears around each corner, always just within reach. A basket filled with fresh fruit rides on the front of a painted bike. Small cafes sit beneath the trees, welcoming everyone who rides by. The roads are narrow and inviting, built for wandering all day long. Every turn reveals another view, worth stopping for before moving on. No reason to rush the island, it isn't going anywhere. Island Bicycle Club today. Soft grooves drifting through the ocean breeze. Warm beats rolling down the pathways as the sunshine fills the road. Island Bicycle Club today. Every corner hides another postcard, holding on to easy moments underneath the coastal sky. Fishermen wait from wooden docks, children race beside the shore. Colorful houses near the harbor make the island feel like home. Bike bells ringing in the distance, ocean air becoming soundtrack. Simple roads and friendly neighbors, keeping everything connected. Some adventures don't need engines, just a little curiosity. The best routes often happen when you stop following directions. The sun moves slowly westward, but the ride isn't over yet. Island Bicycle Club today. Soft grooves drifting through the ocean breeze. Warm beats rolling down the pathways as the sunshine fills the road. Island Bicycle Club today. Every corner hides another postcard, holding on to easy moments underneath the coastal sky. The bicycles return at sunset. The day slows down beside the water. The canal reflects the buildings, painted gold by fading light. Small boats rest beside the walkway, waiting quietly for the night. Couples stroll beneath the trees, street musicians play nearby. The scent of food from evening markets drifts beneath the painted sky. Bicycles pass every so often, the bells ringing down the lane. The whole neighborhood seems calmer as the daylight starts to change. Some evenings arrive perfectly, without even trying. Canal side evening tonight. Soft grooves floating through the cooling air. Warm bass moving with reflections as the sunlight fades away. Canal side evening tonight. Every footstep finds a rhythm, holding on to peaceful moments beside the water after work. Walk a little farther, walk a little farther. The evening's just beginning. Yeah. Window lights begin appearing across the opposite side. The canal becomes a mirror for the city's gentler side. A saxophone echoes softly from somewhere beyond the bridge, adding one more layer of comfort to the atmosphere it gives. Stone paths, old lamps, moving shadows, neighborhoods revealing character. People ending busy weekdays, finding calm beside the water. No grand plans and no agenda, just a walk beneath the evening. Sometimes that's enough to make an ordinary day feel special. Night arrives, one reflection at a time. Canal side evening tonight, soft grooves floating through the cooling air. Warm bass moving with reflections as the sunlight fades away. Canal side evening tonight, every footstep finds a rhythm, holding on to peaceful moments beside the water afterward. The canal carries the last colors away. Morning tide left little treasures scattered across the sand. The shoreline stretches far before me, painted by the retreating sea. Tiny shells and polished stones wait quietly along the beach, each one shaped by waves and seasons, traveling farther than I know, carried through 1,000 journeys before arriving at my toes. Children search beside the water, buckets swinging in their hands. Seagulls wander near the shoreline, leaving footprints in the sand. Funny how the smallest things can make a day feel complete. Shells in my pocket today, soft grooves drifting through the ocean air. Warm bass rolling with the tide line as the morning carries on. Shells in my pocket today, every wave reveals another treasure, holding on to little moments found along the sandy shore. Take a look now, take a look now, see what the sea has left behind. Some shells spiral like old stories, others smooth from years of sea. Each one carries hidden history, written by geography. I fill my pockets one by one, not because they're rare or grand, just reminders of an easy morning, walking slowly through the sand. Ocean currents drifting fragments, tiny pieces of adventure. Every shell a different timeline, every color tells a chapter. No need chasing something larger, sometimes simple things are better. Good weather and a stretch of shoreline make a perfect day together. The tide will change again tomorrow, bringing different treasures in. Shells in my pocket today, soft grooves drifting through the ocean air. Warm bass rolling with the tide line as the morning carries on. Shells in my pocket today, every wave reveals another treasure, holding on to little moments found along the sandy shore. The sea keeps adding to the collection. fresh catch of the day. Best table by the water. Yeah, yeah. Wooden tables near the shoreline face the harbor and the sea. Fishing boats return at midday, bringing in the morning's yield. Servers move between the tables, balancing trays with practiced ease. Conversations mix with seabirds and the scent of salt and breeze. Colorful umbrellas flutter along the outdoor dining deck. The ocean sparkles beyond the railing, like a scene from an old postcard set. Good food somehow tastes even better with waves nearby. Coastal lunch special today. Soft grooves floating through the seaside air. Warm beats rolling past the harbor as the afternoon arrives. Coastal lunch special today. Every table tells a little story, holding on to sunny moments beside the waterline. One more coffee before heading back outside. A fisherman laughs with regulars at the corner near the bar. Someone sketches passing sailboats through a window facing west. The sunlight dances on the glasses, ice cubes keep in perfect time. Everything feels comfortably unhurried, like the rhythm of the tide. Fresh seafood, harbor scenery, small town charm and hospitality. Nothing flashy, nothing forced, just simple things done beautifully. Wooden decks and ocean breezes, friends exchanging conversations. Some afternoons become memories before you even notice. The boats keep drifting through the harbor while another song plays on. Special today. Soft grooves floating through the seaside air. Warm beats rolling past the harbor as the afternoon arrives. Coastal lunch special today. Every table tells a little story, holding on to sunny moments beside the waterline. The lunch crowd slowly fades away. Before the town wakes up, the ocean is already singing. Yeah. The sky begins with pale colors, stretching softly toward the sea. Fishing boats sit near the horizon, waiting for the day to begin. Small waves arrive in steady patterns, meeting sand and slipping back, creating rhythms older than roads, older than the harbor tracks. The beach is almost empty now, only footprints from the dawn. The world feels fresh and unwritten, like a page waiting for a song. Some mornings ask for nothing except being there to witness them. First waves of morning today, soft grooves floating with the ocean breeze. Warm bass moving through the shoreline as the sunrise paints the bay. First waves of morning today, every breaker keeps a gentle rhythm, holding on to peaceful moments before the city starts to move. Listen closely, listen closely. The sea is playing its own tune. Yeah, a jogger passes down the coastline. Coffee cups appear in town. The sunlight grows a little stronger as the fishing boats head out. Pelicans glide above the harbor, following invisible paths. Everything feels perfectly balanced in this quiet part of the day. Yeah, Early hours, open water, fresh perspective, clearer focus. No distractions on the shoreline, just the rhythm of the ocean. Sometimes all you really need is a sunrise and a soundtrack. Watching waves repeat a pattern that never feels repetitive. The day will soon become busier, but for now it belongs to the sea. First waves of morning today, soft grooves floating with the ocean breeze. Warm bays moving through the shoreline as the sunrise paints the bay. First waves of morning today, every breaker keeps a gentle rhythm, holding on to peaceful moments before the city starts to move. Another wave arrives on cue. Another wave arrives on cue. The wind showed up right on time. Bright kites dance above the shoreline, painting colors through the sky. Children run beside the seawall, watching them climb higher high. The breeze arrives from open water, keeping every string alive. Clouds drift slowly toward the harbor as the afternoon goes by. Families gather near the breakwater, picnic blankets on the grass. Everyone looks up together as another kite sails past. Some things never stop being fun, no matter how old you are. Kites above the breakwater today, soft grooves drifting through the salty air. Warm beats moving with the sea wind as the colors cross the sky. Kites above the breakwater today, every string becomes a melody, holding on to carefree moments by the ocean in the sun. Higher and higher, higher and higher. See how far the kite can fly. Yeah, okay. One kite looks like a giant fish, another shaped like a bird. The whole horizon feels playful, like a scene from a storybook world. Wind currents, carrying patterns, kids competing with the pressure. Simple joy survive the decades, getting better every summer. Blue skies stretching over sea walls, laughter mixing with the music. Some afternoons don't need a reason to become unforgettable. The wind keeps writing shapes above us. Kites above the breakwater today, soft grooves drifting through the salty air. Warm beats moving with the sea wind as the colors cross the sky. Kites above the breakwater today, every string becomes a melody, holding on to carefree moments by the ocean in the sun. Stay up until evening. A white house facing the sea. Porch looks out across the water, framed by flowering vines and palms. White walls shining in the sunlight, standing peaceful through the years. Wooden chairs beneath the awning face the waves beyond the dunes. Coffee resting on a side table while the radio plays a tune. Open windows catch the sea breeze, moving curtains through the rooms. Everything feels bright and effortless, like a never-ending June. house by the tide today. Soft grooves floating through the coastal air. Warm bass rolling with the shoreline as the afternoon drifts by. White house by the tide today. Every room holds summer memories, holding on to easy moments by the ocean and the sky. Stay a little longer, stay a little longer. Watch the waves beyond the porch. Bicycles lean beside the fence line. Shell collections fill the shelves. Old photographs upon the hallway tell stories all by themselves. Sunlight stretches through the living room as the hours wander west. The house seems perfectly content, listening to the sea at rest. Painted walls and ocean weather, standing through the changing seasons. Every summer adds another chapter to the stories kept inside. No alarms and no schedules, just slow afternoons unfolding. Sometimes comfort looks exactly like a house beside the sea. The horizon never leaves the window. White house by the tide today. Soft grooves floating through the coastal air. Warm bass rolling with the shoreline as the afternoon drifts by. White house by the tide today. Every room holds summer memories, holding on to easy moments by the ocean and the sky. The waves keep company all night. Sunlight through the glass roof, flowers stretching toward the day. The greenhouse catches morning colors across rows of blooming plants. Trailing vines climb wooden frames, reaching upward through the warmth. Potted lilies near the pathway, roses lining every turn. Butterflies drift through the airspace while the sunlight slowly moves. A watering can rest nearby beside a weathered garden chair. The scent of earth and growing flowers fills every corner of the room. The world outside keeps moving fast, but not in here today. Glasshouse afternoon today. Soft grooves floating through the garden light. Warm bass rolling past the flower beds as the hours drift along. Glasshouse afternoon today. Every petal adds another color, holding on to peaceful moments underneath the glass above. Stay a while now, stay a while now. Watch the sunlight cross the floor. Yeah. Tiny labels mark the seedlings waiting patiently to grow. Garden journals on a table filled with sketches and notes. The roof collects reflections of drifting clouds outside, turning every quiet corner into something bright and new. Growing leaves and painted flower pots, simple scenes with hidden beauty. Nature works without attention, yet creates the best displays. No ticket lines or city traffic, just a room designed for growing. Some afternoons feel perfect without needing anything extra. The shadows shift across the pathway as another song plays on. Glasshouse afternoon today. Soft grooves floating through the garden light. Warm bass rolling past the flower beds as the hours drift along. clouds above. The flowers keep facing the sun. The last blossom still dancing. A sea of pink and white surrounds me, moving gently in the breeze. The season's nearly at its ending, yet the field remains serene. Petals scattered down the pathway, landing softly in the grass, like small notes from a summer story, taking one final bow. Wooden fences cross the hillside, clouds drift slowly overhead. The afternoon feels golden as the sunlight starts to bend. Some beautiful things stay longer than we expect them to. Cosmos season, farewell today. Soft grooves drifting through the countryside, warm beats swaying with the flowers as the daylight settles low. Cosmos season, farewell today. Every blossom tells a little story, holding on to fleeting colors before another season comes. Wave goodbye now, wave goodbye now, till the flowers bloom again. A camera hangs around my shoulder, capturing what's left to see. One more walk between the blossoms before the colder weather leads. The field still feels alive with movement, though the calendar has changed. Beauty doesn't disappear quickly, it simply finds another shade. Late season colors on the hillside, still refusing to surrender. Every petal catches sunlight like a tiny celebration. Nothing lasts forever, maybe that's exactly why it's special. The ending chapters often carry the strongest kind of memory. The wind moves through the flowers gently. Cosmos season, farewell today. Soft grooves drifting through the countryside. Oh, warm beats swaying with the flowers as the daylight settles low. Cosmos season, farewell today. Every blossom tells a little story, holding on to fleeting colors before another season comes. A few petals remain in the air. Fresh berries and blue skies. Yeah. Fresh berries and blue skies. Rows of strawberries stretch ahead, bright red beneath the morning sun. Wooden baskets hanging lightly, ready for the harvest run. Farm workers laugh across the fields, trading stories while they pick. The scent of fruit fills every pathway, sweet enough to stop and smile. A scarecrow stands beside the fence line, watching over everything, while swallows dart above the farmland, tracing patterns through the wind. Days like these feel made for music. Strawberry baskets swing today, soft grooves dancing through the open fields, warm bass rolling past the berry rows as the morning carries on. Strawberry baskets swing today, every basket feels a little fuller, holding on to sunny moments underneath the country sky. Pick another, pick another. There's still plenty left to find. Fresh jam waiting at the farm stand, homemade pies cooling nearby. Families wander through the pathways, enjoying every little sight. The fields seem endless in the distance, painted red and green below. A simple harvest turns into The best kind of afternoon. Fun, farm roads, fruit stands, tractor engines, everything feels lighthearted. Some adventures don't need passports, just a basket and some sunshine. Sweet reward for taking time, walking slowly through the farmland. Sometimes happiness is simple, growing quietly from the soil. The baskets fill one berry at a time. Strawberry baskets swing today. Soft grooves dancing through the open fields. Warm bass rolling past the berry rows as the morning carries on. Strawberry baskets swing today. Every basket feels a little fuller, holding on to sunny moments underneath the country sky. One last basket before heading home. Meet me beneath the old tree, in the middle of the parkland stands an oak that's seen it all. Children racing through the summers, leaves returning every fall. Its branches spread across the lawn, casting shade throughout the day. Picnic blankets gather underneath where families often stay. Dogs chase balls across the grassland, cyclists pass the winding path. The tree watches every season without needing to move at all. Some places become landmarks for more than maps can explain. Under the giant oak today, soft grooves drifting through the afternoon. Warm bass moving through the green fields as the city fades away. Under the giant oak today, every branch holds countless memories, holding on to shared moments beneath 100 years of shade. Stay right here now. Stay right here now. The afternoon is still young. A painter works beside the pathway, sketching branches overhead. Someone reads upon a blanket while birds gather near the hedge. The breeze arrives without warning, making thousands of leaves respond like applause from the canopy for another pleasant day. Old trees carry generations, silent witnesses to changes. First dates, lunches, birthday parties, moments scattered through the decades. Concrete towers stand beyond it, yet the park remains an island, offering a slower rhythm in the center of the city. The sunlight filters through the branches. Under the giant oak today, soft grooves drifting through the afternoon. Warm bass moving through the green fields as the city fades away. Under the giant oak today, every branch holds countless memories, holding on to shared moments beneath 100 years of shade. The tree remains after everyone leaves. The bamboo moves before you hear it. Tall bamboo lines the pathway, reaching high into the sky. The shadows paint the ground below as clouds drift slowly by. The breeze travels through the forest, creating patterns overhead. Leaves respond in gentle waves like conversations in the air. Sunlight slips between the stalks, drawing ribbons on the trail. Each step feels slightly lighter within this emerald corridor. Nature always finds a rhythm if you take the time to listen. Bamboo in parade today, Soft grooves floating through the forest air, warm beats moving with the treetops as the pathway winds ahead. Bamboo in parade today, every rustling leaf adds harmony, holding on to easy moments along the shaded trail. Walk along now, walk along now, see where the pathway leads. The forest stretches farther inward, past small bridges and clear streams. Dragonflies cross patches of sunlight like details from a painting scene. The breeze grows stronger for a moment, then settles back into its pace, leaving echoes through the bamboo that slowly fade away. Green canopies and winding pathways, natural architecture towering, no rush hidden in the forest, only movement without hurry. Every turn reveals another path made of light and shadow. Some places teach relaxation without saying a single word. The breeze returns from deeper woods. Bamboo in parade today, soft grooves floating through the forest air, warm beats moving with the treetops as the pathway winds ahead. Bamboo in parade today, every rustling leaf adds harmony, holding on to easy moments along the shaded trail. The bamboo sways long after sunset. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Don't blink. Yeah. We found a sticker booth downtown, hidden beside the arcade lights. Coins dropped in and suddenly we're making memories tonight. Funny poses, peace signs flying, somebody laughs before the flash. The camera catches every moment before another frame goes past. Tiny curtains, bright decorations, color borders we can choose. Everyone becomes a model with absolutely nothing to lose. We squeeze together in the picture, barely fitting in the shot. The best photographs are often the ones that aren't planned a lot. A few seconds turn into souvenirs. Sticker booth Saturday tonight, soft grooves bouncing through the city lights. Big smiles filling every picture as the evening rolls along. Sticker booth Saturday tonight, every snapshot keeps a little story, saving all the happy moments that we'd otherwise forget. One more photo, one more photo. Let's make room for one more friend. Scissors cut the printed memories, half of you and half of me. Years from now we'll find them hidden inside books and diaries. The Nike's moving all around us, but those pictures stay the same. Little windows back to laughter captured in a tiny frame. Arcade sounds and crowded hallways, weekend plans without a schedule. Every frame becomes a timestamp for the stories we're creating. No perfection, no rehearsals, just spontaneous adventures. Those are usually the moments that remain the longest after the photos print. We gather around. Sticker booth Saturday tonight, soft grooves bouncing through the city lights. Big smiles filling every picture as the evening rolls along. Sticker booth Saturday tonight, every snapshot keeps a little story, saving all the happy moments that we'd otherwise forget. The photos make it home with us. The first lantern rises slowly. The riverside begins to shimmer as the evening settles in. Hundreds gather near the water, waiting for the show to begin. Paper lanterns painted brightly rest beside the walking paths. Each one carries hopes and wishes before they're lifted into the dark. Food stalls line the festival grounds, sharing aromas through the air. Musicians play beneath the trees, adding rhythm everywhere. Children point toward the skyline, watching tiny lights ascend, turning ordinary moments into scenes they won't forget. The whole town seems lighter tonight. Lantern River Parade tonight. Soft grooves drifting through the festival air. Warm beats floating with the lanterns as they travel toward the stars. Lantern River Parade tonight. Every light becomes a small reminder, holding on to hopeful moments while the river flows below. Up they go now, up they go now, like 100 little dreams. Reflections dance across the water, following the moving lights. The river doubles every lantern, making twice the magic shine. Our neighbors greet familiar faces, our visitors join in the fun. The celebration keeps expanding long after the setting sun. The paper lanterns, even markets, old traditions still connecting. Different generations gather, sharing one collective memory. Simple lights against the darkness can transform an entire landscape. Sometimes beauty comes together when a whole town participates. The river carries reflections downstream. Lantern River Parade tonight. Soft grooves drifting through the festival air. Warm beats floating with the lanterns as they travel toward the stars. Lantern River Parade tonight. Every light becomes a small reminder, holding on to hopeful moments while the river flows below. The last lantern disappears above. Round and round beneath the light, the carousel begins turning to the sound of an old melody. Painted horses rising lower, keeping perfect company. Golden bulbs circle overhead, drawing rings against the sky. The fairground sparkles in the distance as the night drifts slowly by. Children wave from nearby carriages, parents smile from just outside. Everyone seems caught inside a moment they can simply enjoy. Cotton candy, distant laughter, mixed together with the tune, making everything feel lighter underneath the summer moon. Sometimes happiness is wonderfully simple. Carousel after sunset tonight. Soft grooves spinning through the evening air. Warm bass rolling with the music as the horses circle by. Carousel after sunset tonight. Every turn becomes another memory, holding on to joyful Painted mirrors catch reflections of familiar smiling faces. The carousel keeps turning gently, like time slowing down its pace. The operator knows the rhythm of the music and the ride, keeping everything in motion through another summer night. Right, bright attractions, midway games, neon signs and ticket stubs. Every fairground has a soundtrack made of laughter and excitement. No destination at the center, just the joy of going nowhere for a couple minutes longer than the ordinary evening. The music box keeps playing softly. Carousel after sunset tonight, soft grooves spinning through the evening air. Warm bass rolling with the music as the horses circle by. Carousel after sunset tonight, every turn becomes another memory, holding on to joyful moments underneath carousel slows one final time. The gates are open. We're first. The gates are open. We're first. Maps unfolded in the entrance, trying to decide the route. Roller coasters in the distance, already sending people shouting. Ferris wheels and spinning teacups color every corner bright. Games and prizes line up pathways, waiting underneath the sky. We move quickly from attraction to another favorite ride. The whole day feels like an adventure packed into a single afternoon. Frozen drinks and shaded benches offer breaks between the fun. Then we're off towards something different before the energy is done. No reason to count the hours today. Unlimited ride past today. Soft grooves moving through the crowded park. Warm beats following the laughter. The attractions come alive. Unlimited ride past today. Every ride becomes another chapter, holding on to carefree moments till the lights begin to shine. One more ride now. One more ride now. We still have time before sunset. The afternoon becomes evening, strings of lights begin to glow. The afternoon becomes evening, strings of lights begin to sparkle. Music echoes through the midway as the crowd keeps flowing on. Ticket bands and photo stations, different rides for every mood. Some chase thrills and some chase views. Everybody finds something. The best part isn't any ride, it's sharing all the excitement, turning ordinary weekends into stories worth retelling. The park feels different after dark. Unlimited ride past today. Soft grooves moving through the crowded park. Warm beats following the laughter as the attractions come alive. Unlimited ride past today. Every ride becomes another chapter, holding on to carefree moments till the lights begin to shine. No special occasion needed. A flower shop beside the corner displays colors on the street. Sunflowers, daisies, tulips waiting. brightening everyone they meet. I stop and look a little longer than I planned to on my walk. The florist wraps a small bouquet while we casually talk. No birthday and no celebration, no holiday marked on the page. Just a simple decision made to bring fresh flowers home today. The bouquet rests beside my coffee, adding color to the room, changing something ordinary into something slightly new. Small kindnesses matter too. Flowers for myself today. Soft grooves drifting through the afternoon. Warm bass moving through the living room as the petals catch the light. Flowers for myself today. Every bloom becomes a gentle reminder that simple joys are worth collecting whenever they appear. Why not today? Why not today? Bring a little color home. The flowers sit beside the window, greeting every passing hour. Even rainy weather feels brighter with a vase upon the table. Days continue moving forward, meetings, errands, daily plans. But every glance toward the bouquet adds a little happiness. Not every gift needs a reason, not every moment needs a milestone. Sometimes care looks uncomplicated, like fresh flowers on a Tuesday. Tiny choices build an atmosphere, changing how a room can feel. A little beauty in the background can make a difference. Over time, the petals open day by day. Flowers for myself today. Soft grooves drifting through the afternoon. Warm bass moving through the living room as the petals catch the light. Flowers for myself today. Every bloom becomes a gentle reminder that simple joys are worth collecting whenever they appear. The room feels brighter already. The weather can't decide today. Blue skies linger through the morning, but distant clouds begin to form. The air feels different than it did just a couple weeks before. A warm breeze crosses open fields, carrying hints of coming rain, while summer still holds on to daylight, refusing yet to fade away. Shops place chairs beneath their awnings, ready for an afternoon shower. Cyclists ride beneath the sunlight, knowing weather shifts by the hour. Every season leaves a doorway before another takes its place. And right now we're standing in it, enjoying both without a race. Somewhere between sunshine and rain, between sunshowers today. Soft grooves floating through the changing skies. Warm beats rolling with the weather as the seasons trade their place. Between sunshowers today, every cloud adds something to the picture, holding on to both directions at the edge of something new. Not quite summer, not quite rainfall, somewhere nicely in between. A few drops land upon the pavement, then disappear before they stay. The sunlight quickly returns again, like it never left today. Trees seem greener than a month ago. Streams begin to fill once more. The landscape slowly starts preparing for the rain that's heading north. Changing seasons, shifting colors, different rhythms in the forecast. Nothing stays exactly constant. That's what makes these moments special. 1 foot planted it in the summer, one for stepping toward the rainfall, standing where the seasons overlap, watching nature change the channel. The clouds move slowly across the hills between sunshowers today. Soft grooves floating through the changing skies, warm beats rolling with the weather as the seasons trade their place between sunshowers today. Every cloud adds something to the picture, holding on to both directions at the edge of something new. The rain can wait a little longer. A road hidden beneath the trees. Branches stretch above the roadway, making tunnels out of leaves. Cars move slowly through the shadows while sunlight dances in between. Coffee shops and corner markets peek through patches of green shade. The whole street feels a little softer than the avenues nearby. Birds travel from tree to tree, following invisible paths. Their songs mixing with the city without ever feeling loud. People walk beneath the canopy, taking longer routes than planned, because some roads invite you simply to enjoy where you are. No hurry on a street like this. Canopy Avenue today. Soft grooves drifting through the leafy shade. Warm bass rolling down the roadway as the afternoon goes by. Canopy Avenue today. Every branch paints moving patterns, holding on to easy moments underneath the roof of green. Walk a little slower, walk a little slower. There's no reason not to. Oh, bicycles lean by fences, window boxes bloom nearby. The neighborhood keeps telling stories without speaking very much. A breeze arrives from farther down the road, making thousands of leaves respond like a crowd applauding gently for another pleasant day. Side streets, bookstores, local bakeries, every block holds little treasures. Not the fastest way to travel, but the nicest one available. Urban life and nature mix and find a balance without effort. Sometimes beauty hides itself along roads we pass each day. The shadows grow a little longer. Canopy Avenue today. Soft grooves drifting through the leafy shade. Warm bass rolling down the roadway as the afternoon goes by. Canopy Avenue today. Every branch paints moving patterns, holding on to easy moments underneath the roof of green. Trees remain long after sunset. Wait, tomorrow's still a holiday? Calendar gives unexpected freedom, one extra square without a plan. No alarms waiting in the morning, no meetings filling up the day. The coffee tastes a little better, no, and there's nowhere to rush. The whole city seems more relaxed, like everyone received good news. Friends suggest a spontaneous outing, someone mentioned staying home. Either option sounds appealing. When the schedule leaves you alone, the afternoon feels wonderfully open, like a blank page in a notebook. Another day with nothing required. One more day off today. Soft grooves floating through the extra hours. Warm beats rolling through the weekend, like it doesn't wanna end. One more day off today. Every minute feels a little lighter, holding on to borrowed freedom before the weekday comes around. No alarm clock, no alarm clock, not tomorrow either. Maybe take a train somewhere random. Maybe finish half a book. Maybe wander through the neighborhood just to see what might appear. The beauty of an extra holiday lives inside the lack of plans, letting simple choices happen without pressure from the clock. Yeah, bonus hours, open schedule, unexpected opportunities. Sometimes rest is just as valuable as the goals we're always chasing. One more sunrise free of deadlines, one more evening moving slowly. Little breaks can change perspective more than people often notice. The weekend stretches just a little farther. One more day off today. Soft grooves floating through the extra hours. Warm beats rolling through the weekend, like it doesn't wanna end. One day off today. Every minute feels a little lighter, holding on to borrowed freedom before the weekday comes around. Monday can wait. Where are we going? Nowhere in particular. The morning starts without a checklist. No urgent places left to reach. Breakfast lingers past its schedule, and nobody seems concerned. A walk becomes a longer journey because a bookstore caught my eye. Then a cafe by the river adds another pleasant stop. The day unfolds without instructions, choosing routes one step at a time. Finding joy inside the process rather than the finish line. The world keeps racing somewhere else, but we're not joining every race. Not every road needs a destination. No destination club today. Soft grooves floating through the open hours. Warm bass moving with the moment, without asking what comes next. No destination club today. Every detour feels completely welcome, holding on to simple pleasures found along the way. Take your time now, take your time now. The day is still unfolding. Yeah. Clouds drift lazily above rooftops. People gather in the park. Someone sketches by a fountain. Someone reads beneath the tree. The best afternoons arrive unnoticed, built from ordinary things. A conversation, a cup of coffee, a bench beside a passing breeze. Yeah, modern life can move too quickly, always measuring and planning. Sometimes slowing down becomes its own kind of achievement. Less about arriving early, more about enjoying your movement. Turns out peace can often hide inside unscheduled afternoons. The clock keeps ticking anyway. No destination club today. Soft grooves floating through the open hours. Warm bass moving with the moment, Destination Club today. Every detour feels completely welcome, holding on to simple pleasures found along the way. No destination required. The streets belong to the morning. The bakery lights come on first, long before the traffic starts. Fresh bread cooling by the window while the sky begins to brighten. Crosswalks wait without pedestrians, storefront signs remain asleep. The city feels surprisingly spacious in these early morning scenes. A delivery truck rolls quietly down an almost empty street, its tires drawing temporary rhythms across the silent pavement. The day hasn't fully opened yet, and that's exactly what I like. A few peaceful minutes before everything begins, before the city wakes today. Soft grooves drifting through the morning air, warm bass rolling through the avenues as the sunrise slowly climbs. Before the city wakes today, every street feels slightly different, holding on to hidden moments most people never see. Just a little earlier, just a little earlier than the rest of the world. Coffee machines begin humming inside cafes, preparing chairs. Newspapers reach the front steps of buildings still asleep. The first commuters soon arrive, the sidewalks slowly fill again. But for now the city offers one last quiet chapter. Street lights fading with the sunrise, shopkeepers unlocking doorways. A transition few notice happening every single morning. Different energy before the crowds, different colors in the skyline. Every city has a version only dawn gets to reveal. The first bus arrives on schedule. Before the city wakes today, soft grooves drifting through the morning air, warm bass rolling through the avenues as the sunrise slowly climbs. Before the city wakes today, every street feels slightly different, holding on to hidden moments most people never see. The city finally opens its eyes.